Early figures for the last race there, which is time to go at 20 minutes past 5. And down the board, number 1.
And they're getting set at Randwick for race 8 with Bondbird, the favourite, at $3.80. Graham Rogerson and Justin Sheehan, the combination here. It's start time. Here's Ian Craig.
Righto, Joe. Very good plunge late here on number 13, Dana's Kingdom. Very, very well tried and is now the bookies' favourite in front of number 4, Bondbird. So Dana's Kingdom very well backed. Only one to move in, and that is Jactress. In goes Jactress, and the line is just about ready. Best back runner, Dana's Kingdom. On the tote, she's 6'10" in New South Wales. Starter goes up onto his stand. They're ready to run. Second last of the day. And they're off this time. Jactress out wide, John Quickly. Magique Miss got away well, and so too did Dana's Kingdom and Island Storm with Wandane. Settling down now, and it's Island Storm leading the way. Wedding Bell to second, Wandane third, then the well back Dana's Kingdom, wide of Magique Miss, and then continuously Flurry of Faith Hill, followed by God Help Me Seesaw, and then a length and a half to Jactress, drifting back after a good jump from Bondbird and Sri Lanka. Working to the side, 8:50 to go, and Wedding Bell leads Island Storm about a length and 3/4. A neck to Magique Miss the outer. Then the well-tried Dana's Kingdom, a length to Wandane, a similar margin continuously. 2.5 to Flurrier on the inside of Faith Hill, and then a gap to God Help Me around Seesaw from Jactress, Bondbird and 2 lengths Sri Lanka. This is the order. Running to the 500 marker, and Wedding Bell leads the way from Island Storm. Magique Miss third. Wandane nearer to the rails, followed by Dana's Kingdom continuously, and then a gap to Flurry of Faith Hill, and Bondbird taken to the extreme outside as they set sail for home. Wedding Bell the leader from Magique Miss on the outside, and then comes Island Storm. Dana's Kingdom's run into strife. It can't get clear, and Faith Hill joining in. Bondbird likewise, and then continuously Dana's Kingdom now getting into the open, not going on with it. Faith Hill after Magique Miss, and Bondbird down the outer. Faith Hill hits the front, however Bondbird won't reach her, and Faith Hill gets the money from the photo. Bondbird or Magique Miss, and then Jactress, God Help Me Seesaw, Wedding Bell, Sri Lanka, Wandane, Dana's Kingdom continuously Floria, and dropping out to last over the line, Island Storm. Class has been able to carry the day there for number 1 Faith Hill, ridden by Brent Stanley. Number 1 Faith Hill, 7:30 and 2:60 has proven too good, and the judge will call for the photo for minors. Bondbird, I'd say, has got up for second, always finishes on, but not quite often enough into the winner's circle for backers' liking, and you'll find that Magique Miss over on the inside will be in third position, number 12. Those numbers should read 1 Faith Hill first from 4 Bondbird and 12 Magique Miss. Time for the race, 1:23.42, winner trained by Ronnie Quinton. Grey mare by Dane Hill from Simply Believe, a 4-year-old grey mare. She's had 15 starts for 4 wins, and she certainly has a bit of quality on her side. Well, still no numbers. We have to be a little patient here in Sydney because the numbers don't come up as quickly as they do at some of the other tracks. Here they come now. 1, 4, 12 and 5. Faith Hill, Brent Stanley first. Bondbird, Justin Sheehan second. A mare by Bluebird, trained by Graham Rogerson. Number 12, third, Magique Miss. And she's by Magic Ring, trained by Gary Nixon. The official fourth, number 5, and that was Jactress. And here are the totes. Number 1 paid $7.30 and $2.60. Number 4 $1.70, and number 12 $8.80. Quinella $12.10. Exacta $20.20. The trifecta $959.90. The first 4 1 4 12 5 $6,910.80. 1-on-1 daily double $21.60. Special div $3.30, and the margins for a half length with a nose separating second and third, a half a nose, 123.42, 35.82, under 61.5 kilos. Faith Hill certainly did a great job to win the Ozinvest Race 8 Randwick.
Yes, a terrific FA got up to Media Puzzle, so he's in form. Inspire 23, Grand Falls 7.80, 13 on the snip, $6.30 You Little Butte, 4.40 Littlewood Lane, 9.10 Admiral Robinson, number 11. The rating special, Karen McAvoy aboard for Peter Morgan, and Admiral Robinson did a great job to run second last start at Geelong in a Class 3 over 1,400 metres under top weight of 60.5. Today he drops dramatically in the weights to 53. OK, as they head out for this interesting last event, the Hahn Premium Cup Day Plate, let's find out more from Alf Matthews. Here he...
All clear, they're off. And You Little Beaut just a little slow to move from the inside, has to do some work to muster up. Zoilus first out, Search for a Star got away quickly, and Sheraton's up there too with On the Snip and Inspires going on. After covering 200 metres now, Look for a Star goes to the lead, joined by Sheraton on the outside, wanting the front. Inspire is third. On the Snip is now back fourth, and the purple colours followed by Circumnavigating and then Zoilus. 2 lengths further back in the field then is Samden going up 3 deep around Swing and Mist. Then came just behind them You Little Beaut on the rails, about a length and a half behind these horses is Littlewood Lane, giving them a fair start, followed by Arch Force. Then came Grand Falls in the centre, 2 lengths to Admiral Robinson. Legend of Ace is second last, and Pompous. Sheridan had bolted away with the big lead coming around the home turn, about 3 lengths. Look for a Star is second from Inspire. Circumnavigating's running on, followed by Zoilus, and then came On the Snip. Samden's pulled out for a run, followed by Swing and Mist, and You Little Beaut getting up on the inside. Sheraton getting a little tired. Coming at it is Inspire on the outside with a baldy face. Inspire at big odds, hit the front now from Look for a Star. Zoilus is running on from Circumnavigating and Samden. Inspire in front with 100 to go. Zoilus starting to close. Then Samden. Inspire's finding something. Zoilus taking a dive at him late, but Inspire wins it. Inspire beats Zoilus and Samden third. Then Circumnavigating, followed by Pompous, Littlewood Lane, and behind them Arch Force and You Little Beaut. The backward step at the start didn't help, followed by On the Snip, and then Grand Falls. Arch Force was in that bunch too, followed by Sheraton. Behind these to finish then was Look for a Star, and towards the end a Swing and Mist, Admiral Robinson and Legend of Ace.
And victory in the last at Flemington today to the Corey Brown Mount Inspire, trained by Clary Connors, $26.60 and $6.80. Zoilus ran second, $3.30. Third placing to Samden, paying $5.80. Quinella, $150.40. And the trifecta, 2, 12 and 15, $4,318. Corey Brown smiling broadly as he returns to scale aboard Inspire. It's been a top afternoon for Corey. Of course, he finished second in the Melbourne Cup this afternoon aboard the George Hanlon trained Mr. Prudent. A bit different to how he fared in the race last year when he fell from Hill of Grace. Race 4, Ascot, placings of...
Away they go. You Little Beaut a little tardily away on the inside, and Zoilus has got speed as they settle. Look for a Star, and also driving up in the early part there was On the Snip over on the inside, but Look for a Star in front early on from On the Snip, and now Sheridan is working around them, is quickly getting up in a second spot where Look for a Star and also Sheridan are battling for the lead early on in the race now as they settle. Just behind those runners then came Inspire third, On the Snip on the inside fourth, and then Circumnavigating and Zoilus, who's between runners. Circumnavigating now 3 deep. 2 lengths away in the race then came Samden as they commenced to run down the side. You Little Beaut along with also Swing and Mist. 2 for the back, Littlewood Lane. Arch Force over on the inside with Grand Falls. Then Admiral Robinson, Legend of Ace, and 3 lengths away Pompous last of all. But Sheridan, Catch Me If You Can at the 600 metre mark, comes towards the home turn. Out 3 in front from Look for a Star as they corner. Then came Inspire on the outside, further back On the Snip with You Little Beaut the rail. Zoilus held up behind them with Circumnavigating. Further back then Swing and Miss Samden, along with Arch Force, Pompous, Grand Falls a mile off the lead with Admiral Robinson. Littlewood Lane is coming down the outside, but a mile off the lead, and last of all Legend of Ace, Sheridan in front, but now ranging up on the outside quickly as Inspire to grab the lead. Zoilus is finishing on well. It's Inspire in front, Zoilus a length away. Inspire still in just in front on the outside. Zoilus, Samden late, but Inspire still in front. Zoilus won't get to Inspire. Inspire drifting out. Zoilus a half away, but Inspire drifted out a little. Zoilus second, third Samden. Further back in the race then Circumnavigating along in company there with Pompous and You Little Beaut, then Arch Force. Further back Littlewood Lane, back in company with Grand Falls, and then came Sheridan, who weakened back in company there with Look for a Star, Swing and Miss. Further back Admiral Robinson, and last of all in the last is Legend of Ace.
And the winner there, number 2, Inspire, to pay $22.60 and $6.40. Second to 12, Zoilus, place dividend $3.30, and 15, Samden, $6.40.
And that is Inspire defeating Zoilus number 12, and third in number 15, which is Samden, 2, 12 and 15. On the last on the program, number 2, Inspire, Corey Brown, who ran second with Mr. Prudent in the Melbourne Cup, prepared by Clary Cotters, has won the race narrowly from Zoilus, who's racing a terrific heart. And about a neck away in third spot, number 15, which is Samden. 2:12.15, 19 was officially fourth in, and that was circumnavigating.
2:12.15, 19, 2 Inspire, 22.60, 6.40, 12 Zoilus, 3.30, 15 Samden, $6.40, Quinella 155.10, Exacta 318.60, Trifecta paid 3,562.90. First for 2:12.15 and 19. That dividend will be with us in a moment. Bean Lee going to the boxes. Muswellbrook, you've had...
Finished officially. Well, we've got the finishing order for you from 1st through to 24th. Media Puzzle, of course, the winner. Second placing, Mr. Prudent. Beekeeper ran third for the Godolphin Connections. Vinnie Rowe, 4th stablemate to the winner. Pentastic ran 5th for David Hall. Distinctly Secret, 6th. Jardine's Lookout, 7th. Rain Gauge, 8th. Freemason, 9th. Miss Melisse, a good effort to run 10th. County Tyrone, 11th. Hale ran 12th. Thong Classic, 13th. Prized Gem finished in 14th placing. Grey Song, 15th. Dahlia Paw, a pretty disappointing run, 16th he finished today. Cyclades 17th, Poojan 18th, Victory Smile 19th, and Hatha Anna 20th. Helene Vitality ran way down the track, 21st, Requiem 22nd, and Sand Mason finished last officially. The scratching from the Melbourne Cup this afternoon was Maguire. Hope you enjoyed our coverage on Sky Racing this afternoon. It was a great result, wasn't it, to Media Puzzle for Damien Oliver. All of Australia cheering him home today. Now it's time to head to Eagle Farm. It's start time for race 7. Thanks for your company throughout the afternoon. It's time for me to sign off. Shortly, Dean Caparella will be in the studio with Sky Race Night. Now here's...
Favourite number 6, Monty Fino. And for the last, let's head back to Ian Craig.
Thank you, Dean. Final event of the day, an open affair. On-course favourite, very solid, number 6, Monty Fino, as it is on Tab Limited. 370 and 210 for Monty Fino, with the services of Matthew Carl. Second pick on course would be number 2, Lord Kefalonia. He's been the best back to beat Monty Fino. Lord Kefalonia, first start since June today. Ronnie Stewart replacing Con Karakatsanis. Ronnie replaced Con on Cash Cachet. And... scored in the 5th of the day. Righto, then the last of the day, we're awaiting on 5 horses to move in. So Monty Fino, popular pick, Lord Kefalonia best backed against it. Previous of the day, going to number 1, Faith Hill. Brent Stanley beat 4, Bon Bird and 12, Majik Miss. Other winners, Pugad Lawin, Javago, Cash Cachet, Corporate Queen, Desert Dane, Uali and Sierra Dayan. So fancied horses have won pretty well most of the races. Faith Hill, one of the, well, actually would have been probably the longest, just a little longer than Uali. Right, last of the day, 1100 metres. In comes Nudge, and Monty Fino and Dr. Freeze will complete the lineup. And here comes the favourites, moving in Monty Fino. 360, 160, Lord Kefalonia, the best tried against Monty Fino, $4.80 and $2, and the line is just about right. Yeah, there's the red light. Crowd here this afternoon, 39,278. 39,278, another bottler. All there, field of 13 and the last. Scratch 1 and 13. They're ready. And they're off. Speedy Punter, one of the best to break the line. Shariara, Night Before Dawn with Material Girl away well. Missile Sam going up quickly. Not far back is at this stage coming around the outside into a prominent spot. Here's the Canberra Galloper, Greenhouse Express, or the Wagga Galloper settling down now. Night Before Dawn is the leader from Material Girl and Greenhouse Express, and a length Speedy Punter followed by Lord Kefalonia. Missile Sam, then Monty Fino followed by Brief Street. Shariar getting back back, then Stylish Crown Nudge. Dr. Freeze in about 4 to Zumdinger, racing towards the corner. Night Before Dawn on the inside of Material Girl, who's just shading it. A length the Missile Sam. Lord Kefalonia locked away from Greenhouse Express, Speedy Punter, and then Brief Street. And at the head of the others, then Shahriar making some ground as they come down to the 200 marker. And Missile Sam gets to the front on the outside. Here's Dr. Freeze. Missile Sam from Dr. Freeze and Shahriar. Missile Sam, however, is in no danger of defeat, and Missile Sam beat Dr. Freeze and Shahriar. And then came Material Girl with Monty Fino. Further back in the field then on the inside was Brief Street, followed home by Lord Kefalonia. A length and a half then to Speedy Punter Nudge, and then came Night Before Dawn, Stylish Crown Zumdinger, and Greenhouse Express was last. Number 5 wins the last of the day, Missile Sam, ridden by Brad Pengelly. Now that's 4 winners to Brad Pengelly today. 4 winners to Brad. Number 5, Missile Sam, at 5.20 and 1.90. Second and third placings. Second will be number 9, and that is Dr. Freeze, Brent Stanley. And third going to number 3, and that's Shahriar, ridden by Robbie Brewer. So on the last of the day, it'll be 5, 9 and 3 in the time of 1:04.39. 1:04.39. The winner, Missile Sam, is trained by Rido Bolgen at Maruya, by Magic Ring from Sharpatan, a 6-year-old bay gelding. And that'll be a Melbourne Cup day that Brad Pengelly will remember for a long time, winning on Awali. Corporate Queen, surviving a protest on Corporate Queen. He won on Pugadlawan, and now he's won on Missile Sam. Numbers up, 5, 9, 3, 14. We're waiting for the 5th and 6th. Margins in the last, 1 3/4 by 3/4, 1:04.39. 35.06 was the sectional time, and the tote dividends that we have at this stage are very limited. We can only... Oh, here...
5.10 Zoometric. Gambase at 8.80. Brave Rhythm 6.40. 11 Golden Prospect. Brasonic 81, Wool Zone at 45, and that's the field for race number 5. Here's the top rater from Chili Dapper, Peruvian Lee and Vigil 6, 2, 8 and 1. 4.80 for Vigil, Chili Dapper at 5.60, 6.10 Zeddy Vane, 6.50 for Blue Satab, Paul Marmia 5, 8.80 Donce Par, Peruvian Lee at 7.40. And Targi at $36. This is the open sprint for the day, and it's a pretty open market. Vigil's got 63 kilos to carry.
Racing now in the Faritha, Hot Shot Brother anticipating the start, landing in front from Brave Rhythm, Gambase. Golden Prospects up running fourth. Zoometric dropping back, followed by the Right Money. Brysonic and last as they settle, and go down the side is Wool Zone. Hot Shot Brother keen to run, and King is keen to hold him back to the field. He wants to throw his head about a bit. 3/4 of a length on Brave Rhythm, going up running second at the 1,000 mark. Gambase a length and a half away third. Golden Prospect in the lime green jacket fourth, and then Zoometric travelling well behind the pace. He's fifth. 1.5 the Right Money, followed by Brysonic and Wool Zone. 750 out in the Faritha Stakes, and Hot Shot Brother settles a little better now in the middle part. A length over Brave Rhythm and Gambase. Golden Prospect fourth with no change to the order. 1.5 to Zoometric as they cruise onto the 550 from the Right Money. Wool Zone, and now last on the fence, Brysonic. Hot Shot Brother approaches the home corner at the 450 with a half to 3/4 up his sleeve over Brave Rhythm. No run on the fence for Gambase. Golden Prospect under the whip on straightening. Zoometric off around him. Brushed there with Golden Prospect. The Right Money almost got through in the middle as they race to the 200. Hot Shot Brother headed by Brave Rhythm. He's lifting though, and Zoometric closing the gap. Hot Shot Brother got back on the inside from Brave Rhythm and Zoometric. Zoometric going home too strongly, however, and Zoometric wins the Faritha Stakes. Zoometric won from Hot Shot Brother or Brave Rhythm. The Right Money got chopped out for a clear run just behind those with Gambase, Golden Prospect, Wool Zone, and 6 lengths to Brysonic at the tail of the field. Number 3, Zoometric, ridden by Peter Nucky. Number 3, Zoometric, has taken out the Qantas Faritha Stakes. Hot Shot Brother lifting after getting clearly headed around the corner. There was no turn of foot, no acceleration this afternoon. He did
fire up in the first 200 or 300. King had trouble settling. Hot Shot. Zoometric, though, was back there on a cotton thread, loping along in the clear, running 5th. Nucky got him to the outside, brushed with Golden Prospect as they turned, but has finished on too strongly and appreciating the step up to 1400 today. Number 3, Zoometric, takes out the Qantas for Retha Stakes by Bellis Racing Stables, Caulfield Syndicate, Paul Jordan, Paul King.
Righto, Darren, too good. 325.
71.90 in front of 2 Chili Dapper, $4.160. Stand by for a start. Skeletar Sprint, sponsored by Tui's Away and Racing, and one of the fastest into stride, Chili Dapper, with Vigil, the top weight, working up on the outside. Vigil hits the lead from Danspar, who's getting up along the inside, a length and a half to Taji from Chili Dapper. Behind those next was Paul Marmere, who's up along the inside, and a further half length away. 2 next in the middle came Zedivane, 2.5 next to last was Peruvian Lee, and 2 last of all was the grey, which is Blue Satab. Up towards the home turn, 500 out, and Vigil clears away, leads by 2 over a stack of them. Zedivane in the middle, Chili Dapper, Taji is out wide, Danspar the middle. In the centre of runners was Paul Marmere from Blue Satab. Into the straight, Vigil scouting right to the centre of the track, leads a length and a half. Danspar getting up along the inside, Zedivane followed by Taji, who's been run off the track, and Peruvian Lee is the widest runner, and the grey Blue Satab getting right up along the inside. Blue Satab, and in the centre of runners came Danspar. Blue Satab, Danspar the outside, Vigil bobs. I think Vigil's won. It's a photo. Vigil, Blue Satab, Danspar, and Peruvian Lee has finished fast. Zedivane behind them, followed by Paul Marmere. Taji next to last, and last of all was Chili Dapper. Great finish. Vigil in the centre has bobbed. Blue Satab got up along the inside. Danspar in the middle. Vigil's won it. Number 1, Vigil, Nathan Thomas. Peruvian Lee right down the outside, number 8. And Danspar, number 7 for third. 187. Fourth to number 5, Blue Satab. So 187 and 5. Vigil, 380 the win, 190 for the place. They're only a small field, but a keen event. With Danspar in the blue colours, the grey Blue Satab getting up along the inside. Vigil scouted very wide and just continued to kick. Vigil in the centre. Peruvian Lee right down the outside. Superfecta numbers are flashing up at 187.593.
It's been well supported, and of the others, 570, number 11, Saddle the Wind. Now, there's only a couple out of line. Only 2 to move in here. Aussie Bob and also Covered in Cash for the second last race of the day at the Grange. Aussie Bob goes in, and Covered in Cash is the last one to come forward. They're all in. Field of 12 here for the maidens. Red Wine Johnny is the favourite. Interesting race. They're set. Racing. Fairly good line away too. Aussie Bob is drifting back to the tail after the start with Lord Intrepid and Domic Prince. Saddle the Wind is going quickly and leads early from Drops of Jupiter and Red Wine Johnny. Ashworth gets to a clear 4th. They're 2 lengths in front of Peak Gem 5th, and further back in the field is Like a Might in the centre of runners. Lansdowne is in that pack as well, and Crazy Caper the inside. 2.5 lengths away, Covered in Cash, Lord Intrepid. They've burnt off Domic Prince 4 lengths away, and 2 lengths to Aussie Bob. Saddle the Wind goes quickly to the 600, leads by 3.5 lengths Ashworth. Red Wine Johnny working 3 wide, and Drops of Jupiter the rail. Then Peak Gem back in the field, Lansdowne from Like a Might, Crazy Caper. And as they swing round the home corner, well back is Covered in Cash as they swing at the 400. Saddle the Wind race clear about 3 lengths in front of Red Wine Johnny Ashworth. They were followed by Peak Gem down the outside from Crazy Caper. Saddle the Wind tiring again at the 200. Red Wine Johnny in hot pursuit with Ashworth. Peak Gem down the outside, and Lansdowne's finishing the race okay. Saddle the Wind stopping, grabbing it on the outside, is hitting the front close towards the line is Red Wine Johnny, and Red Wine Johnny gets up to win it. From in second placing Peak Gem, and Ashworth third from Lansdowne, stopping to a walk Saddle the Wind. Further back in the field then Crazy Caper, Lord Intrepid from Covered in Cash, Drops of Jupiter. And it was one of the last ones to finish with Aussie Bob towards the back. Like a Might stop to a walk, and it was one of the last ones to complete the course with Domic Prince.
We've got home here, Red Wine Johnny, to land some good bets at 390 and 2 even. Peak Gem 240 and Ashworth at 7.10, 1.12 and 3 after race number 7 at Kembla Grange. Now they're at the boxes at Beenleigh. Not a lot of change to the market at Muswellbrook other than the fact that Rush Attack is now tightening up. It's into 5 even, and Fair Enough is on the drift. In this race, Rod's gone 1, 3 and 4. Passion Palace, who's got 62 kilos the lump, over 3 Rush Attack and 4 Fair Enough.
Line is set for the 7th event. Red lights flashing favourite, 62 kilos. Passion Palace, 210. Place $1.80. Starter has a good line, race 7. They're set. Passion Palace drawn the inside. Red lights flashing away and racing. Came out as 1. Fastest into stride was Asset Swap. Only leads by a neck. Over Fair Enough. Andrew Gibbons keen to get to the front. Whips around Passion Palace, who stays to the rails. And soon after Fair Enough, race 2 in front. Mouthwash to 2nd. Rush Attack is 3rd. This drops Passion Palace back to 4th, the rails. A length and a half to the early pacemaker. Asset Swap next to last, and 2 lengths last of all was Branker Magic. Inside the 1,000, it's Fair Enough in front. Steady leads a length and a half. Rush Attack is 2nd. 3rd, the insiders Passion Palace. A further half length of Mouthwash around it. 2.5 lengths to Asset Swap next to last, and a half length last of all was Branker Magic. Up towards the 800, it's Fair Enough with its head on its chest, leading by a length over Rush Attack, who's working up to be 2nd. A length and a half away 3rd, Passion Palace, saved for the last run at them, followed by Mouthwash around it. A length to Branker Magic next to last, and this drops Asset Swap to the rear of the field. Inside the 650, still in front is Fair Enough by a length, but now Branker Magic sustains the run out 3 wide. Rush Attack in the middle, but Branker Magic surged to the front to the home turn. Branker Magic tries to keep the others napping, leads by a length and a quarter over 2nd. In the centre, Rush Attack clear of Fair Enough, and on the outside, Mouthwash angling into the clear as Passion Palace. No room for the moment, and right down the outside was Asset Swap. There's 5 across the track. In the centre, Rush Attack just in front of Branker Magic. Mouthwash down the outside, and Passion Palace is warming up to its task. Mouthwash and Rush Attack. Mouthwash puts the head in front. Late Passion Palace, but it's Mouthwash. Mouthwash has beaten either Passion Palace or Rush Attack. Branker Magic close up behind those Fair Enough, and last of all was Asset Swap. Mouthwash, number 5. One of the outsiders at 12.20 the win and 3.90 for the place in a time of 1:35.06. 1:35.06. Mouthwash, and the black colours on the outside, has claimed Rush Attack, Passion Palace. 5, 3, 1 and 6 over the line. 5, 3, 1 and 6. Mouthwash, Michael Squires for Jeff Engelbrett. 6-year-old brown mare, Terse, Evian.
This is the LJ Hooker Wollongong Handicap Superfecta race. Cyber Forces in. It's a $61 chance on the tote. Set to go. Badelli at 190. Having its 2nd race start. It's won at Maiden, of course, here a fortnight ago. Set to go. Race over the mile to close the day. And they're racing. The stablemates missed the start in unison. Imposing Friend and Shell Harbour Town. Imposing Penny along the inside began okay. Bratori's going forward, and Zakynthos Lodge. Agnew looking for 5 winners today. It's in a forward position, Zakynthos Lodge. Bratori will roll to the front, presses forward to lead. 2 lengths Zakynthos Lodge. Yakety Yak closer today, 3rd. And then came Flying Mahal, who's settling down 4th on the inside from Bardelli. Then came Imposing Penny. Imposing Friend whips around them 3 wide. Cyber Force back to 2nd.